Imagine yourself inside an airplane, ready for takeoff. Everything seems safe. But have you ever wondered what really happens during the tests that ensure your safety? What you're about to witness are experiments that go beyond imagination, revealing the hidden terror in the depths of science and technology. These tests aren't just about metal and machines, they involve the very essence of human fear. How is it possible that something so controlled can still evoke such terror? Get ready for a journey that blends curiosity and dread, where every experiment is not just a measure of engineering, but a visceral demonstration of how we are at the mercy of the forces we create. 1950s airplane fire tests. In the aftermath of World War II, NAC, which would later become NASA, embarked on a series of chilling experiments to test fire hazards in aviation. The goal was to investigate the limits of fire prevention and safety by deliberately crashing old cargo planes into fiery infernos. The researchers were driven by a mix of curiosity and dread, knowing that their findings could make or break aviation safety. As these planes collided with controlled fires, the stakes were high, and the sense of fear and suspense was palpable. The intensity of the fires was meticulously controlled, but the risk of discovering something horrifying was ever present. Each test brought a new revelation, debunking myths about fire safety and exposing the fragile boundaries between safety and catastrophe. These experiments were not just about testing materials, but about confronting the terrifying possibilities of what could go wrong. And as one test ended, the unease about the next phase lingered, hinting at more unsettling discoveries to come. The dramatic outcomes of these tests reinforce the notion that while safety measures can be improved, the inherent risks in aviation remain ever present. As researchers navigated through the smoke and ruins, the questions about future experiments loomed large. What if the next test revealed something far more sinister? The journey from fire to fear was just beginning, with each test pushing the boundaries of what we know about fire and safety. Britain's nuclear flask test. In 1984, the UK staged one of the most audacious tests in its history, a high-speed train crash into a massive steel flask used for nuclear waste. The goal was to demonstrate that these flasks could withstand a catastrophic impact without releasing their deadly content. The scene was almost straight out of a science fiction nightmare. As the train hurtled towards the flask, the curiosity and fear of everyone involved were palpable. What if the flask failed, leading to a nuclear disaster? The collision was dramatic, and the sheer force of the impact created an unsettling tension. The integrity of the flask was critical. Any failure could mean a disaster of unimaginable scale. As the dust settled and the flask remained intact, a wave of relief washed over the onlookers. However, the shadow of fear persisted. What if the next test didn't go so well? The unsettling reality of nuclear safety left lingering questions about the true limits of our technological defenses. The test proved that the flasks could endure severe impacts, but it also highlighted the terrifying nature of handling nuclear waste. With each new piece of data, the specter of potential failure loomed large. Safety measures validated were crucial, yet the underlying fear of what could happen if things went awry never fully dissipated. The unsettling curiosity about future tests remained, suggesting that the realm of nuclear safety is one fraught with ever-present risks. F-4 Phantom Jet Test. In 1988, the United States conducted a hauntingly realistic test by crashing an F-4 Phantom jet into a reinforced concrete wall. This experiment aimed to simulate a high-speed attack on nuclear facilities and assess the durability of concrete defenses. The scene was one of raw terror and fascination, as the jet, loaded with sensors and cameras, plummeted toward its intended target. The sheer scale of the impact brought an unnerving blend of scientific curiosity and dread. Collision was devastating, turning the jet into a twisted wreckage, while the reinforced concrete wall withstood the impact remarkably well. The success of the test was reassuring, yet it highlighted the ever-present fear of what might happen if these defenses failed. In a real-world scenario, the tension between safety and destruction was palpable, as the results showed both the strengths and vulnerabilities of our defenses. As data was analyzed and the debris cleared, the terror of potential failure lingered. The test proved that reinforced concrete could endure significant impact, but the underlying fear of unforeseen consequences remained. The curiosity about the effectiveness of these defenses continued, with each test casting a shadow over the certainty of our protective measures. What lies beyond these controlled experiments? The next phase of testing promised to delve deeper into the unknown. Boeing 727 crash test. In 2012, a Boeing 727 was deliberately crashed in the Mexican desert in one of the most dramatic and unsettling tests of aviation safety. The objective was to study the survivability of passengers and assess the effectiveness of safety features. This controlled catastrophe was as much a psychological experiment as a scientific one, with every detail meticulously planned to uncover the secrets of crash survival. The sight of the plane hurtling towards the ground was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Upon impact, the 727 was reduced to a mangled heap of metal, with sensors tracking every violent movement and deformation. The test revealed crucial insights into impact survival and the importance of bracing. However, the results also highlighted the terrifying limitations of using outdated aircraft for such experiment. The sense of dread about what might be discovered in future tests lingered, as the data revealed both advancements and vulnerabilities in aviation safety. As the wreckage was examined, new questions emerged about the real-world applicability of the finding. The experiment demonstrated the potential for survival, but also left a haunting reminder of the uncertainties involved in aviation safety. Each new revelation added to the growing sense of unease and curiosity about how future tests might push the boundaries of what we know. The terror of the unknown was a constant companion in this journey through the ruins of aviation safety. B-6112 nuclear weapon test. In 2016, a chilling test was conducted to evaluate the safety features of the B-6112 nuclear weapon unit by subjecting it to a high-speed crash. This test was designed to ensure that the weapon would not detonate accidentally, a task fraught with immense responsibility and fear. As the unit sped towards its collision target, stakes were incredibly high. The experiment was a testament to the delicate balance between technology and terror, revealing the intricate safety mechanisms built into the weapon. The impact of the crash was meticulously analyzed, with every detail scrutinized to confirm that the weapon remained secure. The successful validation of the safety features was crucial, yet the underlying dread of potential failure was ever present. The test proved that the B-6112 could withstand severe impacts, but it also underscored the constant tension between security and risk. The knowledge that we are dealing with such powerful forces added a layer of psychological unease. As the results were compiled, the sense of relief was mingled with a deeper curiosity about the limits of safety and the unknown variables that could arise in future tests. The experiment affirmed the integrity of the safety systems, but also highlighted the ongoing terror of handling nuclear weapons. The journey through these tests revealed both advancements in technology and the ever-present fear of what might happen if things go awry. Pursuit of knowledge in this realm remains as haunting as it is essential. These crash tests are more than just experiments. They are reminders that we are constantly pushing the boundaries of safety and the unknown. Now, after uncovering these unsettling secrets, how does this change your view of the world around you? Are you ready to confront the fear and curiosity that science brings? If you found this intriguing, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. There's so much more to discover, and you won't want to miss any of these mysteries.